Vanade. When we last left off with Vanade, her and Chester were both teleported to the Mountains of Mystery because of a specific mysterious woman known as the Lady of the Lake. Which we also find out in a future chapter, which was the previous chapter before this one, that is Vanade's mother. Real mother. And basically their whole quest is just to find their friend Luna and try to get out of Witchlight in general. So we'll see how things go for them from here on. So, again, time moves differently here, so you usually don't feel tired or anything like that.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second. Trying to get stuff set up. I forgot my charger. I was like, what am I forgetting? Of course, the charger for my phone so I can see things. Alright, so you and Chester on the map that for the Mountains of Mystery, you're the closest one to the words Mountains of Mystery. I know you chat can't see it, unfortunately. I haven't learned much about YouTube still after these years. But just visualize them next to like a really big mountain. Of course, it's like an almost infinite mountain. They're like decently close in between where Witchlight, Kingdom, Red, and Carnival would be almost. Like that's where they are basically in between the two things, but in their own other section. So the two of you, after getting teleported, basically are now wondering what to do, and Chester says, let's go left, and you follow him, and now you are just wandering around hoping for the best. That's all you gotta do. So, as you are walking along, next to the mountains, of course, I think I'm trying to find my die. As you're walking along the mountains, you have only heard like stories from other people that the mountains is probably one of the more dangerous places to like exist in Witchlight.
Yeah.
So you're basically on edge because everyone who comes out always comes out differently.
Oh yeah.
So what do you wish to do? Of course, you're still going the direction Chester's going, but what else do you wish to do?
Have we been like going up at all?
No.
So we're just like whatchamacallit? At the bottom of the mountains.
Yeah, you're at the bottom of the mountains. It's like a valley of mountains, basically.
Could I try like Winchester to go upwards instead of just
he turns around and he stops to turn around to you and is like, "Do you want to try climbing these mountains?"
Uh, yeah.
All right, so let's hope nothing happens. So you guys get off the path, FYI, to go try climbing up a mountain. Roll acrobatics.
Oh my.
Oh.
First roll is a now.
No, I'm not even joking. Both of you literally fell, but you start tumbling and fall onto Chester, and you both start rolling down the hill. Well, mountain. It was like still slanted to be a hill, so you didn't get too far.
Okay.
You, however, take 4 damage, and now you have a twisted ankle.
Oh my god. Ow. It's fine. Everything's okay.
Great way to start.
All right, now Chester has to try to lift you. What's your strength? He can be here. He just can't listen.
Oh. Do you bring a pumpkin head? Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
My strength is a 16.
Okay, so Chester has to beat that. Okay, so he was able to. So it's up to you. He sees that you're not able to stand now. So he gives you the gesture of like to get on his back. Do you accept?
Yeah.
All right, you get on his back, and he just basically tries carrying you, and he basically kind of side eyes towards you and says, "Let's just keep staying on the path, shall we?"
Ah, fine.
He's also kind of struggling to keep you up, and he's just like, no. So as he's carrying you, all of a sudden you see his form get a little taller.
What the? Chester.
Because you got to remember, he was shorter than you.
Yeah, I was like, what? Huh?
Now let me roll again. Okay. So this time he's no longer struggling to carry you, but you see his entire form just change. He goes from a little purple like cat to this taller adult-looking person with blonde hair.
Chester?
Yes, I am Chester. This is my actual form. I was hoping we would actually get around somewhere, but you had a twist to your ankle while I was in my smallest form.
Whoopee.
And now I was struggling to carry you, so I'm now my real form. And to confirm something with you, how old did you think I was?
Like, about my age.
Well, it worked. I did look younger, I guess. Nope, I am about 24 years old.
Oh.
I think.
Gotta hit with I think.
He starts talking more about like why he thinks he's that age. The reason why I think I'm that age is because, well, just like in Witchlight, time moves differently here. For some reason, I can only age when I leave this world into somewhere that's not Witchlight. So, what?
Never mind, he's walking away.
Okay. He's like, so I think I'm 23, but that is like common years or human years, what you people would call it. but in reality, I'm probably a couple thousand years old.
Damn, you're an old man. Sorry.
Well, sorry that my age is different from yours. By the way, have you learned anything while we were with Lady of the Lake?
Uh, not exactly.
Hmm. Well, I was asleep, so I couldn't see her myself.
Well, if you want to talk about appearances, she kind of had like my hair and same skin. I don't know. She just looked like an older me.
Maybe it was a future you.
Maybe.
Hmm. Do you know what happened to your family?
Uh, no, actually.
Hmm. He then pulls out a picture and says, yeah, these people don't look anything like you. It's a
Uh,
picture of you with Nazario, Vladimir, and Amy.
wait, what? Where'd you get that from?
Just found it.
Uh, okay. But yeah, I'm adopted, so I see. They don't look
Hmm.
anything like me.
Do you have a mom and a dad, two dads, or is none of these like your parents and you're just parental guidance?
They're they're just my guardians.
Hmm. Is it a poly?
No,
Hmm.
I don't. I don't think they're in any kind of relationship.
I'm gonna keep this. He then shoves the photo in his pocket.
Oh, okay. Just don't know where you got that.
So, Miss Vanade, about this mysterious lake, Lady of the Lake. Anything else that I was supposed to know?
Not really.
Hmm.
Blink, blink.
As he looks lost in train of thought, all of a sudden you see his ears perk up and he stops.
Oh, you good?
Mm, you see like his ears kind of like twitch like in each direction. He's like,
Oh,
I'm sure it's
oh.
nothing. I guess we should keep just walking.
Man, one of us is gonna get like split up or something. Gosh.
Roll perception.
Okay. Can't wait to get another nat one. 18.
Okay. All right. So you also try as he's moving along. You also try to like look around, but again, it's just mainly mountains. However, it does feel unsettling that it. You can't really put your finger on it, but it doesn't feel like someone's watching you. But it also feels like something's near you, and it's really close.
I don't like that. What if
It
it's like
can't
in the
see
ground?
you yet, or at least I don't know.
It'd be really funny if it was in the ground.
What?
It'd be really funny if it was in the ground or something.
Right?
Um, I guess we keep going. I don't know what's.
But he's still going. You're just looking around. Hmm.
Right.
Anything else you want to do?
Um, not sure. There's not much I
By
can
the
do.
way, I will say this. I said this to the other group, but the so how this is gonna go is every time I ask anything you want to do or anything else you want to do, you decide what you want to do to change the
Oh.
story or something. You can ask me a question. I'll be like, sure, go for it, or something else. Because most of the time I'm talking and I'm like, roll this, roll that, roll this, roll that.
Yeah.
Well, you could be doing that, but you like, can I roll this? Because you guys rarely do that
Mm,
question.
I know, right?
So that's why I'm saying anything else you want to do. Gives you an option to do your own thing.
Perception. Um, actually, I want to check Arcana.
All right, do it.
Arc, 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 arc. Modified 22.
All right. Yeah, this thing is whatever it is, it's definitely magical. Of course, almost
Oh.
everything here is magical, but this is honing on to the thing that's close to you, but it can't, it's not watching you. But it's not coming from the ground.
Honing. Oh.
It's coming from the mountain itself.
The mountain. Is there a specific mountain?
The one to your, well, you're going down the path. It's one to your left.
The left. Can I direct Chester to check the left mountain?
Chester looks at the left mountain and is like, what's wrong?
I feel a, well, stronger magical source there. I don't know what it is.
He also senses it too, and he's trying to get a reading on what the little situation is, and he's like, I can't get a reading on what it is, but it is magical, like you said.
Mm,
I don't know if we should go
uh,
towards it, but at the same time, where else are we going to go? So it's up to
yeah.
you. Shall we keep going on the path or go towards whatever that source is?
I kind of want to check what it is, since there's really nothing else I can go about this.
Alright, here we go. You guys get off the path again, and he's going towards where you guys both sense the magic.
Ooh.
As you guys are getting closer to the source of the magic, the unsettling feeling gets worse. What do you wish to do?
Um, does it feel like it's like all over us now, or
Kinda, but you'd have to roll something for that.
can I roll investigation?
Sure.
Goodness. Oh my god! Isn't that what?
You just start stuttering on your words and not knowing what to do or what to say because it just feels so frustrating. However, Chester stops in his place even more, and this time he sees something. And
Oh,
now, after he sees something, you hear like a
oh.
clicking sound.
Um,
Do you wish to see what he's seeing?
sure.
You look in front of him and you see this long figure with horns,
Um,
with no eyes, but a mouth that drops to the floor.
oh my.
This slender figure is about 10 feet tall.
Shit.
It's like Slender Man, but all black, and the horns are slightly like a whitish gray color with its mouth wide open with like crimson red ooze coming out of it, making the
That's
sound
nice.
of the.
This is how I feel right now.
And it also has like almost elf-like ears with a tail that looks almost like a snake's tail, basically, like how long it is.
This is my reaction to that information right now, in general.
In general, let me look.
I'm
How
ready.
this D&D session got me like.
I'm done for. What do you mean? Oh my god. Okay. Can it hear?
Well, it has ears, yes, but you don't know if it can hear you or not.
Okay. Uh, I'm gonna check something. Actually, are there any, like, rocks around us? Anything?
Yes.
Okay, can I, like, instruct, not like verbally, to Chester to grab a rock and throw it to the opposite side of us?
By the way, this thing is standing on its legs, which I also forgot to mention. The legs are bent backwards like a goat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this thing horrific. You're welcome.
Did the others go through this with a flip?
You don't know. So, you have to roll. Oh God, you'd have to roll performance because it's getting his attention
Okay.
without sound.
This is fine. Okay. 10.
You barely got his attention.
Okay. Thank goodness.
He now has to roll a sleight of hand. Okay,
God.
he also barely almost grabs a rock without making a sudden noise. And let's see how far he throws it. Oh, he did not throw it that far because he's carrying you while also like trying to throw a rock. So it's not that easy.
My god. You should have just given
So
it to me.
that thing instantly like snaps its neck towards that sound, and like you see it go from its hind legs to on all floors and like running like a gorilla,
Oh my god.
which gave you guys enough chance to start running. So he has to roll a strength to hold you, while a strength to run. And now I gotta see. Oh my god, he's. It's like basically the quiet place is what's going on right now. You guys are being
Yeah.
chased now. This thing is now full on set on you.
Oh my
Now
god.
the clicking goes from like to.
Oh my god. That's scary.
Make make a acrobatics saving throw.
Okay. Don't do me bad now. Oh, 22. Oh my god.
Okay, so uh, Chester says, "I have an idea, but you're not gonna like this." And he throws you in like this little crack in the mountain, and he starts screaming and trying to get its attention. And it seems to work.
Oh. Ow. Esther, no.
So, do you wish to stay in the mountain and see what happens, or do you wish to go out and try to find something else? But remember, whatever you do will be with disadvantage now because you still have your sprained ankle.
Yeah. I don't know if there's more multiple of them. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm. You don't even know what the thing is.
Exactly. I know that it like interacts with sound or like is alarmed by sound. That's all I know. So
Mm-hmm.
if
Because
something
it has no
comes
eyes.
out
It
there,
like, clearly has no eyes, but that mouth, though.
oh my
I'm
god,
actually going to draw this because this is supposed to be an important monster in the future.
it's gonna scare me, dog. I'm gonna get nightmares.
So, as we're going to discuss some more. So,
Uh,
basically, what do you wish to do?
um, I guess stay in the mountain because I don't think it's safe to just walk out there with a broken ankle or whatever it is anymore.
All right, so you're staying in?
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second. I'm not going to show you the full drawing, like, entirely. I'm just trying to get it drawn out right now.
Okay.
Like, doing a quick sketch of it.
Take your time.
All right, I'll be showing this picture to everyone just so they can see what you had to go through in the group chat eventually. But, all
Okay.
right, so what felt like a total of 5 hours went by.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still wish to stay in the hole, or do you wish to come out?
Can I can I what you call it? Can I hear Chester anymore or no?
You can't hear anything. It's like ever since you got thrown in there after he made those noise, it's just been dead silent. You didn't even hear the creature run by.
Okay. I'll get out very slowly.
Roll stealth.
Okay. Stealth. Oh, okay.
All right.
That's how you know I don't look at stealth. Oh my gosh.
Okay, after you roll your stealth, I will
12.
roll my thing. Okay. So you stealthily were able to, like, you successfully were able to hide in the shadows to stick your head out. Right when you stick your head out, we're gonna put it on pause right there.
Okay.
Just remind me that you stick your head out of the hole. Because I am gonna go eat dinner, and then chat, I'll be back within like 15 minutes, maybe less, because it's just ramen.
Okay.
Alright, be back in a few.
Yep.
Alright, we're back. Okay, so you were peeking your head out. I remember this.
Yep.
You roll stealth successfully. So as you stick your head out, you hear
Holy shit.
you feel something touch your back of the neck.
What the Stop.
It doesn't feel like a thing. It feels like something just dropped, like something dropped onto your neck. Something wet.
Bro is literally drooling right behind me, isn't he? Oh.
Not just that, but remember what comes out of his mouth? Crimson red stuff that looks like blood.
Don't do this to me, bro.
So it's on your neck, dropping and droplets like underneath you. Like you can look underneath you, and you see the droplets like from your own neck drop to the, but right at the entrance of the little crack you were in.
Oh, goodness. Fucking frozen, dude. What? Bro was in that crack with me. Hello?
He wasn't in it, he was above it.
Oh. Oh my god, that's even worse.
But it seems like it was it didn't know you were in there, but it was just, you know. Do you wish to turn on what it was, where it's at, or do you wish to just stay frozen?
Stay the fuck frozen. Like, I don't want to like turn and potentially risk making noise.
As you are frozen still, you hear what sounds to be a voice tell you something.
Hmm.
Run.
You
Do you
know
wish to
what?
run or stay in place?
Oh my god. How the fuck am I supposed to run?
All of a sudden, as you're frozen in fear, you see this neon, like this neon blue, like word just appear in front of you. It blinks, run.
Okay. Fuck it. I like the color. So, you know what? We're running.
It actually matches your color hair in a way.
Yeah, goddamn, I'm running.
You start running, and then that thing goes like.
Oh my god.
As you're running, do you you roll? I need you to roll athletics.
God, please don't give me a bad number. Please. I'm begging. Just this once. Just once. Just this once. You be nice to me. That's the same. 22.
Yay. Look, I got a text message from some. Oh, it's from you.
Oh yeah, that was for a reminder.
Yeah, I see now. Alright, so you got a 22. You were successfully able to run away, but as you were running away, you hear the thing go like.
I'm not looking back. There's no fucking way I'm looking back.
You just keep running.
Keep going. Nope.
As you keep running, you bump into something.
What do I bump into?
You bump into Chester.
Oh my god.
He turns he slowly turns towards you, and he sees it was you, and instantly just goes straight for a hug.
Oh. I hug back. Like, immediately.
Um, it's like he you hear him kind of do like a little like sound. Almost sounds like he was crying.
Why were you crying? What? Huh?
He was like crying. I am Chester the mischievous cat. I do not cry.
Well, you sounded like you were.
It's called allergies, okay?
You can have allergies here?
Duh. Anything can happen in this world at any point.
I guess you're right. Wait.
That was
can I turn back around? I forgot.
You turn back around and the thing and the neon blue and the crack are gone.
Oh. Okay. Guess it's fine now.
But basically Chester's like, I was so worried about you though. After I dropped you in the crack, the thing kept chasing me, but then it disappeared and I didn't know where it went. And then I tried finding the crack by walking backwards and nothing.
Oh my god.
It's like this place is playing tricks on us.
Intentionally trying to split us up. Okay.
Alright, so wait. He looks at you and he sees that your foot is fine.
Wait, what?
Your sprained ankle? You ran.
I didn't notice that.
He's like, what?
Look, I don't even know. Just.
Alright.
Question or anything.
Well, I guess we shall continue. He turns around and he sees something up ahead. Do you wish to see what he's seeing?
Please don't be a motherfucking monster, because I'm gonna look.
You're looking?
Yeah.
You see a house
Oh my god.
in the middle of nowhere.
Civilization.
When you were running at him, you also didn't even see this behind him until he turned around.
This has to be a trick. There's no fucking way. Don't do this to me.
All of a sudden, you hear that voice again. Go in.
You know what? I will trust the voices in my head. Sure.
Chester's like, what'd you just say?
I think we should go inside.
Are you sure that's a good idea? It looks really ruggedy. It looks like a shed, more than a house, actually. No, you're looking at it.
I mean, there's nothing else around here.
Fine. He grabs your hand and you both start walking towards the shed. Ooh. You then go into the shed, and as you open the door, there's nothing. It's just a tool shed.
What kind of tools are there? Just like basic?
The basic hammer, wrench, saw, you know, the usual.
Okay.
Do you wish to go fully in? Or do you wish to close the door?
Can I, roll... what you call it? Arcana.
Sure.
Do me nice, please. That 20. Holy
Damn.
Shit. That's my first one.
Yeah, so that magic you're sensing, it's definitely the shed. However, the magic, it for some reason, the shed feels like it has more to it than just this little shed. The magic's coming from the inside of the shed, but also on the outside of the shed. For some reason, you hear that voice again.
Oh.
Go in and shut the door.
I will do as the voices in my head say.
Chester turns towards you and is like, "What are you saying?"
Um, uh, let's just go in. I grab him and just pull him in and then close the door.
You and then you close the door. The lights are completely out, and you hear Chester be like, "I can't even see a thing for once."
Aren't you a cat?
That's what I mean for once.
Okay, well, this is weird already.
You know what? Maybe we should open the door for some lights. Why did you even close the door? He opens the door and he's just like, you look outside and you're also in awe about where you just, like, you were on a pathway between the mountains. You're in the clouds.
What the?
But not just that, there's also like a hot springs right next to the shed you're at.
Oh my god, hot springs.
Well, also, next to like that Chinese garden thing.
Oh.
I forget what they're called. You know, with the sand and the rock in the middle.
I went to one of those and like, I don't remember. I don't
been
remember
years.
what they're called, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, so if you know, you know. If you don't, well, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to search it up yourself. Be like us, Chinese garden with sand and a rock in the middle. It also has like also that little tree as well that's like sitting next to it, and then you see like
Gardens.
Zen gardens. That's what they.
Oh
Wow.
gosh.
Then there's Zenyatta from Overwatch. Like that could have also helped a little bit.
Maybe.
So you look over and you see this beautiful cabin. Like it's right next to the cabin, like surrounding it in a way, are cherry blossom trees. And this cabin is made out of like the finest like oak. Like basically it looks like a mixture of like the dark red like wood with glossed over with shining polish, and like the brown of the oak is showing like dark oak in a way.
Oh, okay.
Like it's one of those Chinese houses, like the old-fashioned looking ones with the sliding doors.
Oh yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And then you're at that shed you literally saw in the middle of nowhere, and it is just a shed.
Okay. Cool. I guess.
All of a sudden, you hear a woman say, "Ah, visitors. Haven't seen it much around here at all, considering they usually can't get past the Jabberwocky."
The jabber what?
The woman replies, being like, "Oh, you know, the Jabberwocky. The slender black figure with horns, a tail as a snake. You know, that thing's called a Jabberwocky."
That ugly thing?
Unless you prefer calling it the, what do you people call it? A skinwalker?
Ugh.
From what I've heard from some people who get to this far, if it eats you, it becomes what it eats. I'm surprised two people made it together. Usually it's one or the other.
Oh.
You see this woman come out in like a kimono dress, basically. hair's
Okay.
all like flowing and stuff. It's all like red and black, basically, is her color scheme. Maybe a little bit of purple then and there.
Okay.
And she has a veil covering her face. Well, only her eyes specifically, and her mouth is showing her skin as like porcelain white with like purplish black lipstick.
Interesting. Um. Uh. Hi. My name's Vanade, and this is
Oh
Chester.
yes, Vanade Siuk. I know you very well.
I, oh, wait, I didn't even say my last name.
And Chester, I know you very well. Hmm. I was gonna ask a question, but I think I already know my answer from you, Chester. Vanade. Little Vivi.
I didn't even say my nickname.
Well, it's very nice to meet you finally in person. Uh, Again, I really thought you two would not come together. That outcome was just not in what I was seeing, at least.
Huh?
I guess this version of Chester is less selfish than I thought. I thought he was going to use the teleporter to come here by himself and leave you to die to the Jabberwocky. When he threw you in the crack, there were so many possibilities that he would just automatically leave you and not come back, in the best or worst way. However, there was an outcome I did not expect. The inner voices. They're not actually in your head. That person that's talking to you, they're talking to you telepathically, so nobody else can hear them. In the head, yes, but not like physically in the head.
Oh. So I'm
Oh,
like
that
low key
person.
schizophrenic.
What?
So I'm like low key schizophrenic.
In a way, you could put it that way. Or, hmm, the person could show themselves in this possibility, but they won't show them automatically.
Oh.
However, because Chester chose to stay behind and help you, it seems like he might do just that. I haven't seen that person in years. At least I think it's been years. It could have been just a few seconds for them.
Mm-hmm.
But she is all knowing, so who knows?
Knowing.
Anyways, you'll know him very soon.
Uh, uh, okay, okay.
Anyways, would you like to relax? Seems like you've had a hard life since you've gotten to Witchlight.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
When you first got here, you were on a grassy hill, blue. Looking over yonder in the Witchlight, behind you was the endless lake, and in front of you was the entire nation. Specifically, the Whispering Woods.
Mm-hmm.
You chose a path, and you ended up on Chester's. Fortunately for you, Chester's was probably your best bet because the White Kingdom and the Red Kingdom are always never to be trusted. Their allies they have, everything.
Right.
Anyways, oh, you should already know by now, the Red King, that he pushed you in the water thinking you could breathe underwater. He
Oh,
just did it
yeah.
out of spite just to see if you really did survive or not, but he doesn't know. He hasn't seen you since the incident. However, your friend, though, she's not here in the mountains anymore. She's been
What?
gone for quite some time. She actually beat the trial and got here, but immediately went back to the shed and it transported her somewhere else. Not in the mountains. So if you don't want to get teleported again, I suggest you leave that shed, especially open.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you will see her again, but not in the way you hope to. That's where the unfortunate part comes into. When you leave this place, you're a different person. However, Chester, you will be no different because of the curse that they laid on you. You'll just stay the same while everyone else grows up without you. Now, Miss Vanade, while you're in my abode, you're my guest, and I prepared a special meal just for you.
Uh,
And I guess
uh-huh.
Chester.
And I guess, Chester.
Nobody likes Chester, if you couldn't tell.
Wow.
He's made a lot more enemies than allies.
I mean, Vanade
If you
was...
remember from Myra, Common, the Red King, now this lady, she knows him. So
Okay, Vanade sees him as a friend. It's alright, guys.
trust.
Trust.
So you wish to go inside to her house?
Sure, since I'm being invited in.
All right, you go inside.
Ooh.
So you head inside and you see this plate, her table full with all your favorite stuff,
Ooh.
everything you like. And
Damn.
she says, and for Chester, she drops a whole plate of fish.
Is it cooked?
Yeah,
Okay, I was about to say.
like I
That
said,
would have
she
been
knew
so
there was an outcome. He
stupid.
would be here. Like 90%, it was going to be mainly by himself. So that 10% was with you.
Ooh.
Ooh. So something changed to make him stay for you.
Oh my gosh. I changed my destiny. Wow.
Wow. So, and there's some sushi for him as well.
Wow.
So everything fish related, basically, you can think of
Just for him.
just for him. And then you have this like whole buffet in a way for breakfast,
Oh
lunch, dinner, and dessert.
my god, she's not finishing all of
You'd be surprised in this world. You don't get hungry or you don't get tired. That's what this world is about.
Oh damn. She's eating like her father at this point, dog.
Yep, but she doesn't also gain weight either. It's just
Yeah.
you do feel the textures and the taste of the food. You
Oh,
just
that's
when it
so
goes into your
good.
stomach, it does not. It just like instant digest and you get like not the hunger effect, but you also don't get starved either. Like you're not starving. You're not stuffed, you're not starving, you're just eating. That's what it is. So, the lady sits at the end of the table and is like, so, Vanade, you do realize this quest that you've been on for only like 10 minutes, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you enter the mirror?
Uh, um, I was listening to some voice, if I remember correctly.
Ah, yes, the voice. Do you know who was doing the voice?
Nope. I just listen.
Hmm. Well, I mean, you didn't know her well. Um, you haven't met her true self, but you have met her counterpart. Her alter ego is what she calls it. She went by the name Carla.
Carla?
Do you know? Do you remember Carla?
Uh,
She's the redhead blood hunter that saved you from
no.
the crash.
Oh, that one. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I barely remembered her.
Yeah. Well, her true form. Oh my. Well, when you get back to your real world, you are in for a surprise. But her real name is Chroma Reaper.
Okay, wow. Reaper.
This is a lore accurate family of mine. This was before I did Overwatch.
Oh, okay.
If you don't remember the Reapers, do you remember who Gwyneth Solstice is?
I
She's the
know
goddess
the
of
Solstice
death.
family. Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Okay,
her maiden name is Reaper. That's her last name.
Oh,
And if you remember from lore wise, she has a little brother who's the god of shadows. You know, the shadow demon that you fought like in Swamp of the Unknown and Train to No Return and Land of the Eternal Eclipse. Yeah. Remember how everyone has told you guys, like lore accurately, that he has slept with every man and woman of every race and has had children with every single race with the women? So, yeah. She is one, like, just to let you know, she is the daughter of him.
okay.
But what race is it she is the real question. What race have we not figured out?
I don't have enough memory for that one, Chief.
Exactly. There was so many people, so many characters with the same father, but yet most of them were forgotten except for Gracie. She was the only one everyone remembers. She was the only one, and by the way, her like I even said this earlier too. Like her last name is Reaper, but she goes by her other family's name because of Alaric, Fang. So her real name is Gracie Reaper, but she goes by Gracie Fang.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, if she went by her maiden name, it would be Reaper, but she hates that name, so she's going by something else. So
You got it.
she points out the person's name is Chroma Reaper. You don't. I mean, you've probably read. You think you've read something about the Reaper family and how like one of them was forced to basically marry the god of life, and the other one is a deadbeat father, basically. The Solstice family is not the greatest.
I see.
Of course, you think that's how it goes, but you actually don't know officially how it is because you've never met the family.
Oh my god, this is gonna overload my head with information.
I know, right? Vanade is the one character I know for sure will get the most information for lore because you made her a bookworm, a shy
Yeah.
bookworm. So of course I'm going to relay you a lot of lore compared to everyone else. You and Sunday, I think, are going to be the main two who get the most lore information because you guys are the bookworms. maybe corrupted. I don't really know about that one. But she points out the person's name is Chroma Reaper, and it's like, and just a word of caution. I hope you're not afraid of the dead coming back to life.
Huh?
That's all I'm gonna say, but you'll find out when you go back to the real world.
Oh.
Ooh, here's the bigger issue. When you go back to the real world, a lot will have changed. For you, physically, mentally, and emotionally. But that's in the future. Let's look in the present right now. So, you're probably wondering who I am.
Yeah.
Well, I have forgotten my name years ago, but I do remember my title, what people called me. The people called me the Oracle.
Oh. Oh.
And in your world, I'm dead.
That's something.
But here, I am somewhat alive.
What?
Well, you see, I am one of the trials you're supposed to overcome to leave this place. There's a reason why there's a special guest coming soon.
Huh?
Which they should be arriving any second. As she is saying this, someone does enter the room.
Okay.
Let me find the picture. And you see the picture of this person, or the image.
Oh. Twink?
More like gender fluid. That's
Oh,
why I kept calling them he, they, she.
yeah, I kept getting like really confused. Are we talking about multiple people here,
This
or
woman was talking about one person because that's their pronouns.
okay, so person, yeah.
Yep. Ah, there they are. The person looks so out of it, like they look so dead inside. And you then see, see and hear Chester get up all frustrated and looks at the Oracle and's like, he is our special guest. Well, yeah. Oh my God, I forgot to look in your past. But Vanade doesn't know. Vanade, this is, and then Chester interrupts as Witchlight.
What, huh?
The person then looks up at Vanade and says, "Oh, you did make it. Good. Well," he starts walking towards you and sits next to you. The
Uh,
name's Witchlight. I know you very well, Vanade, because I'm the reason why you're here.
right. Huh?
Oh, right. You didn't know I was a person. Witchlight is a nation, but it's a nation named after me.
Right. Okay, this is a little much.
As much as it is too much. What's even a little too much is how Chester also got here with you. Chester just looks super angry, and he looks like he's about to go off. What do you wish to do?
Maybe try to calm him down?
Persuasion.
Okay. Yeah, persuasion. Oh. I almost just did it in the wrong server.
Of course.
22. I'm getting a lot of 22s today.
Vanade kind of gives him, kind of whispers to him, what did she say?
Relax a little bit. As much as I don't know your history with the Witchlight as a person, um, I think we should just let this be.
Chester calms down, so his fist turns a little bit more relaxed, and he asks Witchlight, be like, "So, why are you here? You don't usually make appearances physically, and you certainly don't talk to just no one. Why her?" Well, Chester, I'm talking to her because I need her to know who she is.
Mm-hmm.
You have met your mother, Vanade,
My
the Lady of the Lake,
She's my mom? Sorry. Yeah.
and your father, too. He was here once as well. Haven't been able to get a hold of him because he's been stuck in the Blood Rose Forest. That's the one place I actually can't go. And yet, it's my own realm. So, Vanade, your true potential actually starts here. The Oracle will teach you something you didn't even know existed about yourself. But real question, what are you?
A person?
What kind of person?
Uh, I'm. I don't. Well, what's for a fact is I figured out that I'm probably not human.
That's one thing, correct? Which means someone in your life has been lying to you for these many years you've been alive. How does that make you feel?
I don't. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it.
Chester intervenes, says, "Don't you dare start with this again. I know what you're trying to do, and you are not going to do this to her." Chester, these are just questions. Anyways, what do you think you are?
I don't know what I am.
Nothing unusual that's happened in your life that they have tried to hide from you? Like, let's say something water related?
Water related? Um. Well, I know for a fact I'm not allowed to touch my hair at all.
Oh. And what about when it comes to fire?
Oh, I'm not allowed to go anywhere near it.
How about that fire from the crash?
The crash?
You know, the fire that was near your body.
There, there wasn't any.
My point exactly. You were the only one that didn't have fire surrounding them.
I, what are you trying to say?
Tell me, what did the Lady of the Lake tell you when you were in the cave of my heart?
She said that no one could go down there without water breathing.
And you know what races can breathe underwater? Not many.
I,
Here's a hint. Their hair is usually water.
I'm a water genasi?
Yep. And not just that, you're even more special than you think.
What?
You know how we brought up the Reaper family?
Yeah.
You're involved with them more than you think.
What do you mean by that?
Do you know the stories of the elemental siblings? On how their fates went?
I don't exactly remember, but I know what you're talking about.
They all became mortal just to live out their lives. Meaning, to this day, they are dead. However, they were gods. Gods that had benefits to them. Roles they had to play, but never got filled. Me, myself, is a god, and I can sense the gods around me. And you, Vanade, you are definitely a god. But not just one. This is where the Oracle comes in. She's going to be teaching you on how you can use these abilities. Everything you're supposed to know about yourself. So, Vanade, are you ready to train to become who you truly are? Witchlight stands up and puts out their hand. Do you wish to grab the hand?
Hesitantly, yes.
Excellent, my dear. Alright, well, I'll head out now. Great seeing you again, Chester. And maybe one of these days you'll find what you're looking for.
Huh?
Fortunately, it's not going to come any sooner if you keep doing the way you do things. And don't mess up my plans.
Okay.
And he just, he walks out and closes the door behind him and disappears.
Alright, well.
Well, my dear, we have some bedrooms you can sleep in if you want to rest.
Yeah. Anyways.
The stream's still going, so I don't know what happened.
Oh. Okay.
I guess just it wanted to kick me out of a party, and on top of that, it wanted me to kick me out of a game. Anyways, so basically Chester tells you to go in the other room. He talks to the Oracle, and I asked you, do you want to listen in, or do you actually just want to sit there and just wait?
I kinda want to listen in, I'm not gonna lie.
Roll insight.
Oh my god, I broke a stair. Just give me a second. There you go. Okay, insight?
Yep.
Dude, almost all of my stats are like +5. I don't even have to look anymore at this point. 18.
Okay, so you listen in, but like with the door low crack, so you can fully listen in, and you hear Chester start yelling at the Oracle.
Oh.
Why did you let them hear? Well, I'm sorry, dear, that he can roam wherever he wants, and they don't listen to any rules. That doesn't give you the right to let him near me. I know you have a troubled past, dear, but that doesn't mean anything. He was here for Vanade, not you. You're not special as you think you are. Oh, did I strike a nerve? Oh, I'm sorry. I'd say it again. You're not special. You're a no-good, rotten street rat who just waltzed into this world as an infant.
Oh my god.
Tell me, Chester, why do you push people you care about away?
Oh.
Because of the whole party thing and we're still doing D&D, and just in case you wanted to rejoin.
Here.
You don't have to actually come back. Bye.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways. So tell me, Chester, why is it that you push away said people? People that you care about? What makes Vanade so special that you have to keep her close but everyone farther away from you? People you've known longer. Is it because you see yourself in her? Or do you think she'll give you what you want? Well, Chester? You know, I am not always this selfish, but for once, you people need to stay away from Vanade. She's just a kid. You're putting way too much pressure on her, and I'm not going to stand for this. Well, I'm sorry that we've all been through some things at her age, maybe even younger. But Witchlight has already spoken. So, Chester, I suggest you stay out of my way, or I'll send you back where the Jabberwocky came from. Their den. And it doesn't rely in the mountains. They come from the no man's land, and there's a reason why that's not claimed by anyone. So I'll send you in the middle of the wasteland just so you can feel how it feels to feel pain. Because you're always born with a silver spoon, aren't you? So, Chester,